I am self-employed and I work mainly with solopreneurs. So they rely on me for developing the projects from A to Z. So I wanted to be able to leverage the technology for especially for the time consuming tasks. And given that technology in AI field has been advancing a lot, and of course it's really difficult to keep up with everything, I have been keeping an eye on DLE's offer because I trust DLE as an entity. I got certified with them as instructional designer, so I know the quality and commitment they put in. So I decided I needed to rely again on their expertise to help me refine my method in choosing AI tools, and of course, gaining access to a curated list of AI tools instead of being completely lost into this sea of lots of new tools. If I had to summarize this in one sentence, I would say from feeling lost to feeling empowered. Because I came to this course feeling very overwhelmed by the amount of AI tools available on the market. And I thought there must be this perfect AI tool out there to magically fix this repetitive work that I had to do, save me from the overwhelming amount of content I had to go through. And of course, from this pressure, constant pressure that I felt to keep up. And the more I chased and looked for this perfect tool, the more behind I was feeling. So taking this course really helped me shift my perspective because it helped me step back through the method, through the reviewing the framework with Eddie model, and by applying it to my own project, real life project that I was really struggling with. So I was able to step back, assess my workflow, and realize that actually my challenge wasn't the lack of tool, but it was lack of clarity on how to integrate them meaningfully. So now that I've done this work, that I've assessed it, and I gain more clarity, I can approach AI as a strategic support instead of choosing the tool that really fits the needs, like the project needs. And I'm walking away with more than just tools because I'm walking away with a clearer, healthier way of working and relating to my work. Number one, of course, will be the curated list of proved and approved tools, AI tools. And this mix of delivery, meaning that I could go through the self-paced content online and then come to the live sessions with John, the founder, and ask some questions and also have an exchange with other participants on what were their struggles and what they were looking for in AI tools. That was also something I really enjoyed. For me, it was reviewing my project through the Eddie model lens and methodically examining my current workflow and experimenting with the curated list of AI tools suggested per each phase. So really doing like very focused work with the method, and it helped me see where the real gaps were and choose the tools that actually really support my process rather than adding even more complexity to what was already happening. So I would say that I was actually already confident in using AI tools, but in the sense of, being open, willing to experiment. However, what I was missing was this more strategic approach. So right now, instead of feeling like confident in using these tools, I feel more empowered because I know I have a method. I'm doing it really to support my project and not to add additional complexity to it. And also all of these tools, if you would like to use them, you would need a pro version, meaning that you would need to spend some money on it. So right now I know that I won't be adding some more expenses to our budget unless it's very, very. So the main project I brought in was a program that we're relaunching with the client, and it was heavily focused on the learning marketing. So we had this huge amount of content and we had to, repurpose it so we could show the value of the program and give this little snippets. And the biggest highlight for me from this project has been the fact that I thought there was one AI tool that did it, that would do everything. And it turned out that I actually would use AI in some specific tasks, but not for everything. But I like, in order to have real quality for what I was looking to create, I needed to do some customization first on my own. So this means that I need to control some parts of the projects. And when I have done that, so maybe sifted through the scripts with maybe, yes, still using some AI feature, but then I wouldn't just say use a platform that would create the snippets and that's it, because I need to retain that control and I need to know what quality I'm putting out. As I mentioned before, because I brought in a real life project that I was dealing with this learning marketing strategy, literally, and production, while I was taking the course, I was working on this project, so it was all happening at the same time. And it has been a huge benefit for me because I knew that, I had a method and I was just following through. And maybe, yes, at some point you just experiment a lot but you still analyze and you bring back you're able to argument what has been working and why. For example, at some point I won't be using AI for a specific part of the process, again, because of the quality I needed, and I didn't find a specific AI tool for a certain part of the process. So it was hugely, hugely helpful while I was doing this project. Yes, and as I mentioned, yes, it was about the method, assessing where I was and what I could implement strategically. But at the same time, it's, being able to go into a course and see this curated list of pre-approved tools, because in the end, it's what the DLE has already looked at, has already experimented with, and have some examples. So I think one of the huge benefits that has been for me, it's looking at this study cases that we have access to and seeing like this, even if it's a fantasy theoretical case, it's still interesting to see what was the challenge, how the tools are being implemented. So it kind of stimulates your own thinking. For anyone involved in instructional design who feels lost and overwhelmed with AI tools, this is the course for you. It offers a curated list of tools that have been really thoughtfully selected by experts who truly understand the challenges of our work. And beyond that, what's really important, it creates this safe space where you can connect with others who are facing similar struggles in their workplace. And you can share insights and also have some fun. This really safe space for you where you can experiment, even, with the specific method, experiment these new tools. Because otherwise, where else will you ever have the space to allow yourself to do that?